The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus said to his disciples, "You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say to you, offer no resistance to one who is evil. When someone strikes you on your right cheek, turn and offer the other one as well. If anyone wants to go to law with you over your tunic, hand over your cloak as well. Should anyone press you into service for 1 mile, go for 2 miles. Give to the one who asks of you, and do not turn your back on the one who wants to borrow. You have heard that it was said, you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I say to you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, that you may be children of your heavenly Father, for he makes his sun rise on the bad and the good, and causes the rain to fall on the just and the unjust. For if you love those who love you, what recompense will you have? Do not tax collectors do the same? And if you greet your brothers only, what is unusual about that? Do not the pagans do the same? So be perfect, just as your heavenly Father is perfect." The Gospel of the Lord. The term used to be trendsetters. Now it's influencers. Trendsetters tended to be celebrities like actors and athletes, people in the public eye. People knew who they were and wanted to be like them. They noticed the clothes they wear, their cars, the places they went. Influencers are social media personalities who have loyal and engaged followers. Because of the accessibility of social media, they need not be celebrities. Social media allows them to develop a friendly rapport with their followers. Their followers see them as role models and authority figures. They pay attention to their recommendations. Influencers tend to have a particular niche, like food or fashion or fitness or gaming. Though they didn't have social media, Jesus wanted his disciples to be influencers. But he didn't want them just to influence one little niche or particular area of life. He wanted them to influence life itself and how it's lived. He wanted them to show a new way of going about life. See, the world had gotten into a very negative pattern that was dragging everything down. There was this cycle of competition and violence and retaliation. Everyone was trying to get even, or maybe even get ahead. There was no respect for others, and people were untruthful. Even trying to limit retaliation by an eye for an eye didn't fix things. Kind of sounds like we're stuck in that pattern today, doesn't it? Jesus had a different way of going about life, and he laid it out in the Sermon on the Mount. Instead of trying to be like other people, he said to try to be like God. Be people who love everyone, even those who don't love us in return. And as we heard in today's gospel, he went so far as to include enemies. Don't let others determine your behavior, but follow God's way always. Love others no matter what is given, what you get in return. Be people who strive to be like God. Now, this is tough to do because it's a new way, and we're always facing opposition. But we can do it. We can be people who love because God's Spirit dwells in us. And that makes us holy, as our God is holy.